Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Study Smart with Sumi. So today we're going to just solve some past question on the topic we did last week, which was variation. We've touched everything under variation. So I just want to solve some past question on this topic for you guys so that you understand it much more better. So I picked a question in a particular year in the series. So let's solve it. I've written it down. They said P varies directly as Q and inversely as the square of R. If P is equals to 1 and Q is equals to 8 and R is equals to 2. Find the value of Q when P is equals to 3 and R is equals to 5. So as usual, we'll take the questions one by one. Don't rush it. So solution. They said P varies directly as Q. That's this here. P varies directly, then Q. And inversely as the square of R. Inversely is going to be at the denominator. Whatever value is said is inversely proportional to those other. It's going to be the one at the denominator. So P varies directly as Q, while R is inversely as that Q. So R is not even R alone, it is the square of R. So that will be over R squared. So to introduce our equals to sign, we're going to bring in a constant k. So it's now become P is equals to k times the q that was there before. That's kq over r squared. So let's now read the question further. They now said if P is equals to 1, P is 1, Q is 8, and R is 2. So we know the values of this, and this. So we're going to look for what our K is going to be. P is 1. We don't know our K. Q is 8. This is 8 here. And our R is 2, like the question said. So 1 will be equals to, 8 times, K times 8 is also 8K. Over 2 squared is 4. So I cross multiply. So 1 times 4 is equals to 8K. Divided both side by 8. So our K is now 1 over 2. So reading the question further, now said find the value of Q when P is equals to 3 and R is equals to 5. Q, we're looking for Q now. So I put question mark there. When P is 3, R is 5. Meanwhile, we've gotten what our K is here. 1 over 2. So K is equals to 1 over 2. So from P here, from P is equals to KQ over R squared, I'll just use this equation, I'll be this formula straight, since I'm looking for Q now. I don't need to come back and use this one now, since I already brought in my constant in this other formula. So this is the formula I'm going to use to solve using this. So let me just explain what I'm going to do from here. They've told us what P is 3. I'll place it here. R is 5. I'll place it here. K is 1 over 2. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I said before, this is the formula here. So I now substituted the new values of P, R, and Q. They gave us what P is. This is it, 3. What our R is 5. And what the K we got, 1 over 2. So we're looking for Q now. So P from this formula here is 3. This is it here. K, what we got, 1 over 2. We're looking for Q. Our R is 5. So 3 is equal to 1 over 2 times Q over 5 squared is 25. I cross multiplied. That will be 3 times 25, 75. It remain half times Q here. So that will be 75 is equal to Q over 2. I multiply 1 by Q here over 2. So cross multiply. Q is now equals to 150 is equals to Q. So therefore Q is equal to 150. So yeah, I wrote the year that I picked this question from. It is 2011, number 13. In case some of you guys want to go and check and use it to solve on your own. So you guys can check other year for questions, similar questions like this. Meanwhile, there's no that much question in WAEC and ECO series concerning variation, but you surely see. Check them, solve more and more, and you get better in it. So let's solve one more and we know we've rounded up variation like that. So number 2, I brought one more question. P, Q and R are related in such a way that P is directly proportional to Q squared and inversely to R squared. That's the meaning of what they wrote here. When P is equal to 36, Q is equal to 3 and R is equal to 4. Calculate Q when P is equal to 200 and R is equal to 2. Solution. Write down the equation here. P is directly proportional to Q squared and inversely as R. So we introduce our equals to sign. We're going to introduce constant as usual. So P will now be equal to KQ squared over R. They now told us that P is 36, Q is 3, and R is 4. Let's first solve that one. So my teacher did tell me that when I was still in school, that when you read the question you see full stop sign, that means they want you to solve something here in the first part of the question. So whenever you see a full stop, do know that there is something you are going to solve or do in that particular place before moving further. So as I was saying, P is 36. I replaced it here, 36. We don't know our K. Q is 3 squared like that. R is 4. This is it. So you cross multiply. 36 times 4. This is the numerator here. K times 3 squared is 9. This is it here. So I now divide both sides by 9. Instead of me stressing myself to multiply these two big number, this big number and this small one, and divide, I just did 9 can go in 36. 9 and 1, so 4. 4 times 4, 16. So therefore our K is 4 times 4, which is 16. So therefore K is 16. So moving further in the question now, we now say calculate Q when P is 200 and R is 2. When P, we're looking for Q now, question mark. When P is 200 and R is 2. Meanwhile, we've gotten our K here. K is 16. So write down the formula we derived here. Write it here. So now from this formula now, we know our P 200. Replace your P with that 200. Our R is 2. This is it here. Our K is 16. This is it here. We don't know our Q. That's what we're looking for. So you cross multiply 200 times 2. This one come here is equals to 16 times Q squared. So the 200 times 2 is, 200 times 2 is 400 equals to 16 times 2 Q squared. So divide both sides by 16. You cancel out like this. So 400 over 16. That's a big number to divide with. So 400 divided by 16. 4 can go here. 4. 4 can go in 400. That's 100. 4 can also go in for 1. 4 can go in 100. 25. So I know with calculator you quickly get it, but in case you don't have, I'm treating those that are preparing for JAMB too. So in case you don't have, this is an easier way to get your answer. So Q squared is now 25. Take the square root of both sides. So Q is now 5. So the particular year where I saw this question is 2008 and number 6. So solve more, build yourself more. I'm sure that with what I've explained other variation, we've understood better. And I pray that all our exam will come out in fine color in them in Jesus' name. So thank you. That's all for this video. Remember, it's your girl Study Smart with Tumi. Like, subscribe, share, and make use of my videos well. Thank you.